Priya Mataji has asked me to speak on the topic from chaos to clarity. Is that the topic which was advertised? I'll try to speak on that topic, I'm not sure. But I was just wondering when I walked in here that actually people think that once you come in bhakti, everything will be fine. But bhakti is not about absence of chaos. It is about presence of Krishna in that chaos. See, all of us, I'm sure, like when you get up this morning, I don't think you must have get up very peacefully I'm sure there's 100 things happen with us from morning to evening. A phone is ringing, the milk is boiling, somebody is calling, this is happening, that is happening. And I mean, as ladies, we have our own set of problems, the messy kitchens, the toddlers crying, the pampers has to be changed, the homeworks which nowadays the school gives in such a way that parents have to do it instead of children. And all that things, because spiritual life is not like some kind of a perfect halo. It's about walking through life, dealing with all these things and still remembering that I belong to Krishna and Krishna loves me. And I'm sure as students, you may be having your set of problems, comparisons, peer pressures, who is getting married, who got into seat in this college, what happened to whom, and Instagram, make sure you know about it even before you start your breakfast. Everything it will show you कि इसके life में ये हो रहा है, उसके life में ये हो रहा है, and you are with your own set of insecurities, comparison, so many things happening in your life. And it's not that bhakti fixes all your problems, but bhakti fixes you. Bhakti teaches you how do you deal with problems. Problems won't go away, they will stay. But bhakti will teach you how do you deal with those problems, right? How will you manage those problems? You can't change world. When Gandhiji was asked, why are you praying? Do you think if you pray, Krishna will fulfill all your desires? Gandhiji said, no, I'm not praying that Krishna should fulfill all my desires. I'm praying so that I have strength to align my life according to Krishna's desire. Krishna has planned our lives. It's not that Krishna only planned Arjun's life in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Arjun, do this, do that. He's a chariot driver for all of us. He has planned the blueprint of our life. Just what we need to do is by coming into bhakti, we get that clarity how to align our life to Krishna's desire. So today, in this whatever time they've asked me to speak, I want to take you all through a journey of different women in the history, how even they faced so much chaos in their lives and how they didn't ask Krishna, why me? They said, Krishna, try me, I have full faith on you and I'll get over it. So I want you to take you all to that history of all those amazing, wonderful women. So many problems they face, so many things they face, and how they dealt with it and how glorious they became. So I've made an acronym. It's called Devotional Women. And I'm going to take you on a journey, one by one, into lives of all these wonderful women, because Vaishnavism was not born only in Rishi ashrams. It was born in kitchens, in royal bhavans, in courtyards. You see Draupadi, how her life was, how she could bring Krishna into every aspect of her life. And we will see how, these glorious women have made bhakti so accessible, so easy for us also to understand how we can bring Krishna in every aspect of our life. It's not that you have to sit in the temple in front of the Lord, only then Krishna is with you. You have to take Krishna with you in every aspect of your life. So we'll start with this acronym, and with each letter I'll tell you a story of one amazing Vaishnavi. So it starts devotional woman. So with D, one quality that we can learn is dependence on Krishna. And the best example for that is Draupadi. What a life she had. I mean, she just asked Lord Shiva that she wanted husband, but probably out of curiosity or out of eagerness, she said, I want husband, I want husband, I want husband, I want husband, I want husband. And Shiva said, okay, have 5 husbands. And imagine, it's such a kind of life, you have 5 husbands. What kind of life she was living? And then, with all that, she was born out of a Yajna Kund. She got married to 5 husbands. Then she was tried to disrobed in a sabha, and then she had to go on an exile. And then after all that, when they won the war, her 5 children were killed. So what a life. But in every situation, what did she do? She depended on Krishna. What happened in her kitchen? There was no prasadam, and Muni had come there. I think it was Durvasa Muni with some 60,000 disciples came there and asked for food. And what did Draupadi do? She called Krishna into her kitchen. She prayed to Krishna, and then Krishna came, right? And even we know that she had this Akshay Patra. But Krishna's intervention, and then it sorted out problem. She brought Krishna into the kitchen. She brought Krishna into the courtroom where she was disrobed. And what did Draupadi do? She started praying, "Hey Krishna, hey Govinda, please come and help me." It's one of my favorite prayers of Draupadi, the way she calls out to Krishna. Shankha Chakra Gada Pani Dwarika Nilaya Chuta Govinda Pundarikaksha Rakshamam Sharanagatim. Govinda Pundarikaksha Rakshamam. Why Rakshamam? Sharanagati. I'm yours. I'm dependent on you. I'm surrendered to you. Please protect me. And Krishna came. She brought Krishna to the kitchen. She brought Krishna to the courtroom. She brought Krishna to the battlefield. Every situation, what did she do? She depended on Krishna. So this is a lesson we can learn from Draupadi. No matter what happens in our life, depend on Krishna. You can have your own customized mantra. When I was young, there was this one very famous song, a Hindi movie song, and my sister used to play it on sitar, my cousin sister. It's a Hindi movie song, but we used to sing it for Krishna. जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए, जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए, तुम देना साथ मेरा, ओ कृष्णा. And the next line is more beautiful. न कोई है, न कोई था, जिंदगी में तुम्हारे सिवा, तुम देना साथ मेरा, ओ Krishna. This is what we learn from Draupadi. जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए, Krishna, you are with me. So devotional woman, D for dependence on Krishna. And whose example? Draupadi. It's okay, my voice, I'm audible. I'm so sorry, I'm speaking like a donkey, like a prey. But from morning, this is my 3rd class. So I give 2 hours in NVCC Bhagavat and then 2 hours there, and my voice is gone. So what's the second example? See, the real intelligence is to know what to do when you don't know what to do. Sometimes ऐसे होता है ना कि इस सिचुएशन में मैं क्या करूँ, नहीं समझ में आ रहा है. जब नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो ये समझ में आना चाहिए कि कृष्णा को सरेंडर करना चाहिए. That's the real intelligence, to know what to do when you don't know what to do. Just surrender to Krishna. He will bring some clarity in our chaos. Right? Next is, this morning also I was saying, Bhakti doesn't mean absence of problem. Bhakti means presence of faith. Presence of faith. We'll go to the second one. E. Devotional woman mein E. Endurance in adversity. You know what happened with Suniti? She was the mother of Dhruva. Her husband got married 2nd time to Suruchi. He was giving her all importance. She is the elder queen, but her son has been insulted. And the younger queen's son sits on the lap, and her son has been pushed by the father. So what would we do if we are in the place? We'll tell our son Dhruva, tum bhi jaake push kar do, Uttam ko. Hai na? But she said no. She said no. You ask from Krishna, who is your father, to give you a seat on his lap or to give you a throne or kingdom. Krishna will give you. So that is what a devotee thinks. What people of this world can give us. See, the problem is we are getting too attached to the tap. Tap में से पानी आ रहा है, but tap में से पानी उत्पन्न नहीं होता है. Pani comes from the reservoir. Tap is just an instrument. People of this world, whatever that love, affection, or whatever they are showing us, it's not theirs, it is Krishna's. They're just an instrument. And we get so disappointed. Isne mujhe respond. Everything is in Krishna's hand. So instead of trying to get love from people of this world, let's try to get love from Krishna. He's a reservoir of love. He's a reservoir of pleasure. See, when you go to sari shopping or your dress shopping, what is our habit usually as women, as girls? 100 things we'll see. After that we'll say, Bhaiya, color pasand nahi aaya, and we just walk away. And I tell you na, उनको इतना गुस्सा आता है, अंदर से गाली देते हैं हमको, लेकिन कुछ नहीं बोलते. भाई क्यों नहीं कुछ बोलते? Because they are looking at the owner of the shop. And वो लोग सोच रहे हैं कि इनको गाली देने से ओनर गुस्सा हो जाएगा. एंड सैलरी तो मुझे एंड ऑफ द मंथ ओनर देने वाला है. फिर ये लोग मेरे साथ कैसा भी बिहेव करे क्या है? आई एम नॉट गेटिंग माई मनी फ्रॉम देम, आई एम गोइंग टू गेट द मनी फ्रॉम द ओनर. Same thing we have to see. When people misbehave with us, when people are not nice to us, remember one thing, our salary is not coming from them. Krishna is watching whether they behave nicely or not. We will behave nicely because we want to please Krishna. And our salary or our protection, our nurturing is going to come from Krishna, not people of this world. So let them behave the way they are behaving. We will not change our swabhava. We will behave in the right way because we know who is the reservoir of pleasure, who is the boss of this world. So endurance in adversity, no matter what kind of situation happens, always see the bigger picture. Who is the boss? Krishna is the boss. Last 2 days that I am in Pune, in every class I am telling this one line again and again. Whatever happens in our life is a letter signed by Krishna. Whatever happens in our life is a letter signed by Krishna. If we remember this, we'll be so peaceful. Okay, Krishna has sanctioned it, then it's okay, right? We have that faith in Krishna. We feel that comfort, we feel that security. If Krishna has sanctioned it, तो मेरे लिए वो अच्छा ही होगा. So what did the first thing we learned? D for dependence on Krishna. Who is the example for that? Second one is endurance in. Who is the example for that? Suniti. Suniti, how she tolerated, right? Even Devahuti. She served and served her husband. But at the beginning, her husband was very busy doing his own yogic practices. But she still kept patience. She still kept patience. And finally, her husband said, Arey Devahuti, you have served me so nicely and I haven't taken care of you. And then immediately he makes aeroplane for her. And that's one of the best, aeroplanes in the world with all mansions. And then what did she do? Patience, patience. So no matter what kind of situation you are put in, see, some things cannot be cured. They need to be endured. Everything doesn't have a solution. Some things just sahan karna padta hai. And after some time it's going to be okay. You just have to wait. This morning I was telling in the class that one thing I like about my city that I come from, Vishakhapatnam, that we have waves. Our temple is right on the beach. And from my room in the window I can see those waves. And what I like about those waves is, the waves come, but they don't stay. They go away. They cannot stay. That's the nature of the waves. It has to come and it will go away. That's what happened in our life also. Sometime a good wave comes. That also doesn't stay. Don't become too happy. That will also go away. And then a bad wave comes and that will also go away. It will not stay. So we just have to have patience. Let the time pass. So that which cannot be cured has to be endured. Good for the. See, I was just telling this morning to which class I was saying. I said, today is difficult. Tomorrow is very difficult. But day after tomorrow is easy. Don't die today. Today is difficult. Tomorrow is very difficult. But day after tomorrow it's going to be easy. Don't commit suicide today. Just wait. Have patience. Everything passes. In this world, nothing will stay forever. Everything will change with the changing time. Today, which you feel very bad about, marks come aa gaye. Let's say, yes, something happened. Somebody ditched you. Your best friend is not talking to you. Believe me, it'll change. Everything passes. Just have to have patience, patience and patience. Everything will change. Some people are not behaving with you nice. It will change. Everything is happening according to karma. Even the way people talk to us, behave with us also is a work of karma. Sometimes some purva karma not very good karmas, results come up and things start happening a little bitter. And then after some time, see, when the sun rises, it has to set. It will set. Automatically it will set. And then again everything will be fine. But that interim period, you have to have patience. You have to have patience. We'll go to the third. Third one is, see, D for dependence, E for endurance, V for vairagya, detachment. Oh, there were such amazing women in the history who gave up the world to enter into Krishna's world. What about Andal? You know Andal? There's a very beautiful devotee of Krishna. And when her father asked her, whom do you want to get married to? And she said, I want to get married to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because husbands of this world, they will die. I don't want to become a widow. I want to marry somebody who is permanent. So, and then people were laughing at her. But she stayed put, I will marry Krishna. And then Krishna married her, finally. The same thing with Kanopatra. She also got married to Vitthal, right? Same thing with Andal. And finally Krishna came in the dream of Andal's father and said, even I want to marry your daughter, bring her in a palanquin to my temple. And then Andal goes in a palanquin to the Ranganath temple, and there she merges into Lord's body. So we have such a history of amazing devotees who gave up this world to be in Krishna's world, right? So don't rent out to the present world. Don't just compromise on your values, this and that, Always have that, what you said, focus. There is a world beyond this world. This is not the be all, and this is a very small part of a big life that we are living. We have lived before and we are going to also live after this. And we are part of Krishna's creation, Krishna's world. So don't take very serious what happens in this world and keep your focus on Krishna. So we have such amazing examples of Andal, Kanopatra, Mirabai. They were not so much worried about what's happening in this world, who is gossiping about me, who is saying what. They always kept Krishna as the center of their life. So even we can do that. So how we can keep Krishna in center? By stopping to be people pleaser. कभी कभी कुछ चीज़ें हमें नहीं करनी है, but just to make others happy, just to look as I am also part of the group, we indulge in certain things which we know are not good for us. But we think नहीं करेंगे तो we'll be like not part of the society. So we want to be that part of that normal society, and we start doing things. I don't know who was telling me other day that nowadays if you don't have a boyfriend, if you don't have somebody, people look at you like, what's wrong with you? It's everybody, has a certain kind of a lifestyle, and we also give on it because others are doing it. No, we have examples in history of amazing girls who stood for it. And then finally they could get Krishna. They did not indulge into gossip. They did not give it up to this world, right? I like this one bhajan by Mirabai. When Mirabai's husband is asking, are you not afraid of making me upset? You're always saying Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And I'm also the king of this, whole entire this. And you're not afraid of me. If I get angry on you, I'll remove you from here. And she says something very beautiful. Mirabai says, Raja roothe nagari rakhe, Hari roothe kaha jaun ji. See, this particular kingdom, you are the king of only this kingdom. But Krishna is the king of whole world. Raja roothe nagari rakhe. Okay, aap mujhse gussa hai, to I'll go to some other place. Somebody else will give me shelter. Hari roothe kaha jaun ji. If Krishna, I'm sorry, I need to. If Krishna is upset with me, where will I go? The whole world belongs to Krishna. And then she says in the last, Rana ji main to Govinda, Govinda gasu. That is why Rana ji, king, I will always remember Krishna. Because Krishna is my ultimate protector. So don't get worried about people of this world when they say that, why are you so different? Why do you wear kanti? Non-veg क्यों नहीं खाते? आप लोग प्याज लहसुन नहीं खाते? आप लोग ये नहीं करते? आप लोग movies नहीं देखते? हाँ नहीं देखते हैं. So be confident about it. Just because 100 people are saying this, we don't have to do it just to make ourselves feel normal among themselves. We have examples in history. See, if you want to be normal, maybe you can be good. If you want to be great, you have to do something different. Okay, you can be good and be nicey with everybody. But to do something great, you have to do something different. And not everybody can become great. We want to be great because we are Krishna's devotee and Krishna is great. So it's okay not to be the so-called normal of present day world. Let people think we are abnormal. But what we are doing is something very great. In the entire population of the world, not even 1% is Krishna's devotee. Not even 1%. And we are in that, 0.0 something. So what a privilege we have got. Just because others are saying it, let's not lose our privilege. Now, there's one very favorite story of mine where there is this, the Muslims, they have this Bakri Eid where they slaughter the Bakri. So there's one Muslim guy, he went around and he bought one Bakri ka bacha. Because they have to do that Bakri Eid, they do the slaughtering. So what happened now? There was another group of 4 or 5 thieves and they didn't have money to buy Bakri. Then they said, अरे बकरी खरीदने के लिए पैसा थोड़ी लगता है, बुद्धि लगती है. देखो कैसे करते हैं हम लोग चोरी. So what they did, these 4 thieves, they started standing in different places. And when this boy who purchased the bakri ka bacha, when he started walking on his way back home, these 4 thieves, they placed themselves at different location. And every time a person is meeting him and they're asking this boy, hey, तू कुत्ते का बच्चा को लेके कहाँ जा रहा है? ये कुत्ते का बच्चा नहीं, ये तो बकरी का बच्चा है. दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है कि ये कुत्ते का बच्चा है? नहीं, ये तो बकरी का बच्चा है, तुझे दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है. And starts walking. He goes a little further, another thief again tells the same thing. अरे क्या कर रहा है, तो कुत्ते का बच्चा को लेके कहाँ जा रहा है? अरे कुत्ते का बच्चा नहीं है. The 4th thief, so like that as he keeps moving towards his house, and the 4th thief when he says, कुत्ते का बच्चे को क्या कर रहा है, then he thought, when 4 people told, it must be कुत्ते का बच्चा. So he left the बच्चा and he left. And these thieves got the बच्चा free, and they took the bakri. This is what the world is doing to us. 4 लोग हमें गलत चीज़ को पूछते रहते हैं. And because वो 4 लोगों ने पूछा, हमें लगता है सही होगा, क्योंकि 4 जनों ने पूछा तो यही सही होगा. No, let's not make our बकरी का बच्चा into कुत्ते का बच्चा. No, we know what is correct because we have Guru Sadhu and Shastra. We have Guru Sadhu and Shastra with us. We have our books. Why should we get disturbed or misinformed by them, right? So the next one, D for dependence on Krishna. Example is Draupadi. E for endurance in adversity. Example is V for Vairagya, detachment. Example is Andal or Khanopatra or Mirabai. The next one, devotional woman. O. O is offering with love. See what we can do at our stage, let's do that. Even if we can't do something very grand, जो है हमारे पास, let's offer it to Krishna. What did Janabai do? Janabai, when she was making the cow dung cakes also, she used to say Vitthal, Vitthal, Vitthal. She was offering the cow dung cakes to Krishna. What did the fruit seller lady do? She offered all the fruit she had to Krishna. What did the Kubja do? She had little sandalwood and she offered the sandalwood to Krishna. What did Vidur's wife do? She was actually offering the banana peels to Krishna. She was throwing banana in the dustbin and giving peels to Krishna. Krishna doesn't see the grandeur, what you are offering. What Krishna sees is how are you offering? आपका भाव क्या है? आपका प्रेम is what? भावग्राही जनार्दना. He takes your bhava. So offer whatever you have. Whatever, it's not about, Krishna says that's why in Gita, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toy. Whatever you can offer, but Bhakti Bhavena, with Bhakti, then I will accept it. So yeah, we see in the history, Karma Bai, you have heard about Karma Bai? She used to make khichdi for Jagannath. Jagannath was so happy to take Karma Bai's khichdi. Though when Karma Bai used to make khichdi, she was not even taking bath, but she was making with so much love. Jagannath used to come and eat Karma Bai's khichdi every day, right? And after Karma Bai left body, Jagannath was crying. The pujaris told, we'll make khichdi for you. He was missing her so much. So what does Vaikuntanath doesn't have khichdi in Vaikunta? But he is taking the bhava. So yeah, the Krishna wants our bhava. So whatever we have, let's be confident and offer it to Krishna. The next one is T for thankfulness, gratitude. So ग्रैटिट्यूड के लिए ज़रूरी नहीं है कि हमारे जीवन में कुछ अच्छा होगा ना तब मैं कृष्ण को थैंक यू बोलूँगी. ग्रैटिट्यूड इज़ इन एवरीथिंग दैट्स हैपनिंग इन आवर लाइफ, स्मॉल एंड बिग. छोटी छोटी चीज़ों में learn to say thank you to Krishna. The fact that today's day was wonderful, thank you Krishna. Oh, today prasadam I had nice prasadam, thank you Krishna. Oh, I could come for the Chetna festival, thank you Krishna. When you learn to say thank you to Krishna in small things, then you will not forget Krishna when you have big achievements in your life. Otherwise sometimes we think कि कुछ बड़ा होगा तब थैंक यू बोलेंगे, लेकिन तब हम अपने अहंकार में भूल जाते हैं, because we have forgotten it's because of Krishna's mercy that we got it. So we have to learn to say thank you to Krishna in every small things. And see, thank you has to be very fresh and original. Aaj thank you, today for what you are saying thank you for today. Oh, today this happened, today that happened. Every single day you should have your gratitude journal. रात को सोने से पहले, before you sleep, just thank Krishna for whatever happened today from morning. Sometimes you have to thank Krishna for fulfilling your desires. Sometimes you should also thank Krishna for not fulfilling desires. Because sometimes you never know that particular desire that you had desired was not good for you. And it's good that Krishna has not fulfilled it. I tell you, during one of my exams, Rajiv Gandhi expired. And suddenly the news came, that Rajiv Gandhi has expired and the exam got postponed. And I was so happy. And every time, any exams used to be announced, I used to wait for somebody to. ऐसा कुछ तो किसी, I'm like, I come to the hall and my daddy is on that Doordarshan, कुछ हुआ क्या, and daddy is like, what happened? जाके पढ़ नहीं कुछ, everything is okay. And I was a small girl, maybe 3rd class या 4, I don't remember now. But it's like that. So sometimes, there are many times I may have desired कि ऐसा भगवान ऐसा करो ना कि एग्ज़ाम ही ना हो. Imagine if Krishna had fulfilled all my desires, I would remain illiterate. I would have remained in 4th class only, because he's fulfilling all my desires. He did not fulfill my desires, so I could do my PhD. Correct? So sometimes you should thank Krishna for all the desires that he fulfilled, and for all that silly desires you made and he didn't fulfill. So kind of him that he didn't fulfill. So thank Krishna in every little thing of your life, whatever is happening with you. Look at Kunti Devi. She could thank Krishna among all the adversities. इतने प्रॉब्लम हैं उनके लाइफ में. हस्बैंड तो पहले किसी और से शादी किया. He got Madhavi or Madhuri, whatever her name is, Madhuri. Okay, there was, you feel a little jealous and all, ठीक है. उसके बाद में he died. अच्छा, died and all, then even Madhuri also left, Sati हो गई, and then she had the responsibility of all the children. And after that, okay, somehow she's trying to bring them up, then Lakshagraha happened. They were trying to burn them alive. Okay, उसके बाद में somehow things are getting, again this, they said they will not give them anything, and finally they gave them Indraprasth, which was so hopeless. It was Khandav Prasth. अच्छा, सब कुछ ठीक किया, then the dice game. Then the children had to go on exile. The daughter-in-law was disrobed. Sometime they were trying to kill Bhima. So many things happened in her life. But what did she say, Krishna? Thank you, Krishna. Thank you, Krishna. We are not that great like Kunti Devi, that we would be able to say thank you. But what we have to learn from Kunti Devi is that amidst the chaos, amidst the problems, also she tried to say, okay, Krishna, I had this problem, but you saved, na. We were in this trouble, but you were with us, na. So she's in that also she is appreciating. और हमको क्या होता है, everything is nice in our life, still उसमें भी हम कुछ तो दोष निकालेंगे. And because of that attitude, कल को अगर हम स्वर्ग में चले गए, फिर भी हम बोलेंगे स्वर्ग में सब कुछ अच्छा है, बट उर्वशी का डांस अच्छा नहीं लगा आज, वो स्टेप ठीक नहीं था, मैच नहीं हो रहा था वो. आई एम नॉट हैप्पी. विल नॉट बी हैप्पी विद द मेंटालिटी वी हैव. हमको सब कुछ ला के भी दे, हाँ ठीक है, लेकिन बस एवरीथिंग. आप अपने लाइफ में एक बार मेडिटेट करके देखो, यू ऑलवेज हैव ए लेकिन. यू ऑलवेज हैव ए लेकिन. मेरा फ़ोन अच्छा है बट रेडमी अच्छा बेटर है, ये अच्छा है बट उसके मार्क्स मुझसे ज़्यादा है, ये ठीक है बट उसकी साड़ी मेरे साड़ी से ज़्यादा सफ़ेद है. ऑलवेज वी हैव समथिंग इन माइंड. लेकिन वी आर नॉट ग्रेटफुल टू कृष्णा. कृष्णा हैव ऑलरेडी गिवन मी सो मच, आई एम हैप्पी. दैट्स व्हाई वी शुड काउंट आवर ब्लेसिंग्स. आई पर्सनली डू इट. इन माई लैपटॉप यू विल फाइंड अ फोल्डर, इट्स कॉल्ड Krishna's blessings in my life, and I have written down all the things. Of course, it's an endless, exhaustive list of all the times that Krishna helped me. Little things. And sometimes, I don't know, but very little things. I was going to meet one education minister. was some file pending, a midday meal file pending, and I had to get something done. So I was ready. Subah se I have prepared for that file, my presentation. Everything is ready, done, okay. And last moment I was checking if everything is okay, and I have kept it on my bed. And last moment when you're leaving for the airport, because the meeting was in Hyderabad, I'm leaving for the airport, my bag is ready, mala bag, my clicker, ye wo, everything and everything's ready. And then I forgot the file on the bed. And I left. Everything done. Then I went to Radha Damodar, darshan kiya, suitcase driver ne डाल दिया bag में. Devotees, the last moment they'll come up to the car. Mataji, ye tha ye. Okay, everything is going on. And almost when the car is going to go out of Simhadwaram, I got nature's call. And I was like, Krishna, no Krishna, not at this moment. Now I have to miss my... One thing was, I'll go to the airport. Then I said, no, I better, do. Then I just left everything and I went up just to use the bathroom. And then I realized the file is here for which I'm going to Hyderabad. It's right on the bed. And that is what Krishna did. So you don't know Krishna's way. Actually, Krishna is helping us every single moment. But you're not realizing that it is Krishna's voice. You think it's your voice. It's Krishna's voice. It's He who said, hey, go up. You've forgotten your file. He sent me up there. And then I thought, if I would have forget this, imagine, you take all the way flight to Hyderabad and you say, sorry, Minister Ji, I forgot file. Laugh at me. What is this lady? She didn't even bring the file. But He saved me. And sometimes devotee says, how do I know whether it's Krishna talking or it's my mind? Krishna talks very slowly, very nicely, softly. He doesn't hurry up. And the thing with Krishna is, He's not attached to the instruction that He gives us. He will tell and He will leave it. If we follow, it's okay. If we don't follow, it's... But our mind, when it gives instruction, it's very loud. It's always in hurry, rajasic, and it will not leave you if you don't follow. Chalo, chahiye, chahiye. That's mind's voice. Krishna's voice is very soft. He'll just tell you once. If you don't follow also, He is detached. Okay, want to do it? You do. That's it. That way you can understand what is Krishna's voice. What's your mind's voice? So Krishna, if you start living your life mindfully, with awareness, you will definitely see Krishna's role in every aspect of your life. Choti cheeze, whether it's your exam preparation or your house or whatever you're doing in your life, you can see Krishna very clearly how He is helping you through everything in life. But we are not living our life mindfully. We don't have that awareness. इसलिए हमें पता ही नहीं चलता how Krishna is helping. इसलिए हमें बाहर में reason ढूंढना पड़ता है किसके लिए thank you बोलूँ. अरे for every breath you need to thank Him. Every breath He is orchestrating our life in such a beautiful way. Right? So T for thankful. Next, I was talking about my blessing folder. So you can have like that blessing folder, and whenever you feel low in your life, open your blessing folder and एक बार फिर से पूरा पढ़ लो कि कितनी बार कृष्णा ने हेल्प किया है. ठीक है, अगर इस बार so called हमें लग रहा है कि हेल्प नहीं किया है तो ठीक है, He has helped us ना. One thing that I like a lot, there was one, I don't know what you call it in your language, वो क्या बोलते हैं, cartoon बोलते हैं. There was one cartoon where I was seeing that somebody is standing here and पीछे से कोई उनको पत्थर मारता है and he is like मैं इतना भगवान की भक्ति करता हूँ and Krishna, you're not saving me, देखो मुझे पत्थर लग गई. And between him and that man who threw the stone, Krishna is standing there. 99 times Krishna has protected him stone से, and यो एक बार लग गया and Krishna is like, sorry, लग गया क्या, I was trying my best. 99 times Krishna protected him और वो एक बार लग गया. This is what is happening in our life. एक बार जो कुछ हमारे साथ बुरा हो रहा है ना, believe me, it was supposed to happen 100 more times. But Krishna tries his best to protect us. और वो एक बार जब लग जाता है हमें लगता है Krishna is not protecting. मेरे बेवकूफ़, घूम के देखो पीछे. So many times Krishna has helped you, right? So you put down that blessing folder and open it and read. कितनी बार Krishna has helped me. And अगर इस बार भी so called मुझे लग रहा है कि help नहीं किया है, but there must be some plan. Krishna has a better plan, and Krishna's plan is better than my plan. This is our mantra. Krishna's plan is better than my plan. Right? Next thing is I. So devotional woman में हमने क्या क्या complete किया? D, dependence on Krishna. Then E, endurance in adversity. Then V, vairagya, detachment. Then O, offering to Krishna. No need of grandeur, हमारे पास जो भी है. Devotional. And then T for thank you Krishna. And now I. the inner strength. Don't choose what is easy. Choose what is right. Choose what is right. Even if, and what that takes, it takes a lot of inner strength, right? We always want to choose that is easy. सब लोग कर रहे, चलो हम कर लेते हैं. सब लोग ऐसे जा रहे, पार्टी में हम भी चले जाते हैं. It takes a lot of mettle to choose things that are right, not easy. It's not always easy to make that right choice. You know, this society will make you feel awkward and make you feel, but you have to have that inner strength. Look at Rukmini Devi. She had choice, either Gopal or Shishupal. She had to marry either Shishupal or Gopal. And Shishupal was an easy choice because father was happy with Shishupal, brother was happy, conducive, शादी arrange हो गई थी, Shishupal was waiting, everything was okay. Choosing Gopal was like opening the Pandora's box of troubles. So much trouble. वो लव लेटर लिखा, ब्राह्मण के हाथ में दिया, पकड़ा गया तो क्या होगा, आएंगे कि नहीं, kidnapping, all that drama. But she chose Krishna. She chose Krishna consciously. And she hadn't even seen Krishna. शिशुपाल तो दिखाई दे रहा था सामने 6 फुट का. I mean 6 फुट का होगा पता नहीं. I don't know. But whatever. दिखाई दे रहा था. कृष्णा को तो कभी देखा भी नहीं है. She has just heard about Krishna. But she chose somebody whom she has not seen also. And then finally that person who couldn't be seen by anybody was seen by her because she chose him, right? So yes, हमारी life में भी there will always be choice. शिशुपाल या Gopal. And yes, selecting Gopal is a difficult choice. But do it. So we have to develop that inner strength, and we should take that strength from Janva Mata, Rukmini Devi. You know, Janva Mata's life was also very difficult. When Nityananda Prabhu had left already back to his residence, and she had to take this whole Gaudiya Parampara further. She was a widow, and how she struggled, and her leadership में the Gaudiya Parampara went further. So yes, we have to develop our, and how does that inner strength develop? By reading scriptures, by having right kind of association. Then, see, I like that, you know, His Holiness Satyananda Swami Maharaj gives a very good example. In our life, there are 2 dogs, right? One is a good dog and a bad dog, and both are barking. And Maharaj was asking the question, both the dogs are barking, who will win? How do we know, Maharaj? The dogs are barking, who will win? The one who is the strongest will win. And how that dog will become strong? The dog who has been regularly fed and nourished will become strong. So हमारे अंदर में भी there are 2 dogs always fighting, the good one and the bad one. If you start nourishing the bad one by fulfilling every damn desire, then that dog becomes very strong. Then it will easily defeat the good dog. But if you start nourishing the good dog, okay, जैसे you may have a choice, आज चेतना फेस्टिवल जाओ कि some other program में जाओ, ये chanting complete करूँ कि थोड़ा देर Instagram scroll करूँ, एग्ज़ाम के लिए पढ़ूँ कि थोड़ा देर सो जाओ. Always you have 2 choices. But when you start feeding the good dog, the good dog becomes very strong. ऐसा नहीं है कि the bad dog will stop barking. It will still bark, but it will bark so lowly you can't hear it anymore. You have to nourish your good dog. You have to nourish your inner strength to take the decisions, and you have to take encouragement by reading scriptures and hearing about the glorious life of so many other Vaishnavis who have taken that path, right? Next, oneness in separation. You know, Vishnupriya Devi, she never had association of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas and left her. She was very young, but still she continued her bhajan. What about Sita Devi? She was in Ashok Vatika, but she still continued. She didn't give up, okay, abhi to Ram nahi hai, to I'll just go with Ravan. She was there. Even in that separation, she maintained her chastity, right? So how do I relate to this oneness in separation? कभी कभी आपके साथ भी ऐसा होता होगा ना कि यू आर नॉट अलाउड टू गो टू द टेम्पल फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर प्रोग्राम, यू आर नॉट अलाउड कि नहीं आप नहीं जा सकते मंदिर, समथिंग, देन व्हाट डू डू? अच्छा ऐसे भी तो मंदिर अभी जाने के लिए मना है, चलो आई विल सी नेटफ्लिक्स. नो, डोंट टेक शरणागति ऑफ नेटफ्लिक्स, टेक शरणागति ऑफ नाम स्मरण. नहीं जा पाते हो मंदिर, चलो मैं चैंटिंग करूँगी. आई एम नॉट अलाउड टू अटेंड दिस प्रोग्राम, ओके आई विल चैंट, आई विल सिट इन हियर लेक्चर्स, राइट? सो इवन इफ यू आर सेपरेटेड फिजिकली, how do you remain focused? By being in touch emotionally, mentally, by Nam Smaran, by reading, by hearing, and by chanting. It's not always possible to physically come to the temple. Sometimes you are geographically staying somewhere far, you can't come. So, okay, fine. Whatever situation you are put in that only you try and remember Krishna. So we see that with Vishnupriya, we see that with gopis. They were also separated from Krishna, right? We see that with Sita Devi. So just because you can't go to the temple, don't switch to wrong things. Continue taking shelter of holy name. Next is N. N for nurturing devotion in others. The example for that we see Aditi. They were not in limelight, but they nurtured in their own way. Aditi used to take care of the whole ashram. When Kashyap Muni comes, I don't know if you have read that conversation in the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, when Kashyap Muni comes after many years of long penance, and he comes and asks Aditi, how is everything? Is ashram okay? Are the servants okay? Are the cattle and all taken care properly? Everything is fine. So when you read that conversation, you understand that the women in those days were taking care of the whole ashram. You see even Arundhati, the wife of Vashishta Muni, she was taking care of the whole Gurukul. All these people were like, they were just doing tapasya and all, but the wives used to take care of everything. And they used to nurture everybody in the ashram just like their own children. So one thing that we can do is, we should be in Krishna consciousness, and whatever we can do for others, in whatever way we can help others. See, only giving classes and preaching is not the only service in ISKCON. Those who are preaching, we can assist them. Whatever we have quality, some people can talk, some people maybe they cannot talk, but there are so many other things also you can do. Somehow in ISKCON we glamorize the service of giving classes a lot. Somebody gives class is glamorized. But making a garland is also a wonderful seva, cooking is also a wonderful seva, cleaning is also a wonderful seva. And just being you, just being a wonderful Vaishnava with all good qualities is also amazing seva. When people look at you, associate with you, they feel, yeah, this is how a Vaishnava is. Such amazing quality he has. Such a nice characteristics he has. So that is also a seva, right? So whatever we can, we should have devotion. We should also help in nurturing others in devotion. So they just didn't serve the Lord, but they also created an atmosphere where others could also serve the Lord. Next, A is for austerity. We have seen in history so many women like Ganga Mata Goswamini and so many such ladies. They were all belonging to very royal family, rich family. But for service of Krishna, they came down from that royal luxuries and they started living such a simple life just to please Krishna and help in spreading Krishna's mission. So this is also one quality from the glorious women that we can take. So we should not get too much carried away by our present status. I belong to so and so status and all. We are not this body, we are soul, we are all servants of Krishna. So we shouldn't try to become hero of every story or a heroine of every story. Let's try to become servant in Krishna's story. We want to become a servant in Krishna's story. We want to be part of Krishna's story, right? So we see these great women, they were all so amazing. They were daughters of great kings with so much opulence, but they left everything to serve Krishna. So yes, if you want to get something, कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ खोना पड़ता है. मुझे सब कुछ comfortable चाहिए तो ऐसा नहीं होता है. You have to do some austerities if you want Krishna. Some austerity of body, some austerity of mind, some थोड़ा कुछ सहन करना पड़ता है. We'll go to the next one. So we got devotional. Now we go into the last one, L. L for let go, forgive. We see in the history, you have heard about Sakubai. Sakubai, she had such a tormenting mother-in-law and father-in-law, but she forgave them. She continued serving Krishna. She continued singing for Krishna. We see Krishna Priya Thakurani. She was such an amazing devotee, and she was insulted and ridiculed by Rupa Kaviraj, but she tolerated. Yes, if we want Krishna, we should be the first person to let go. So if we let go, then Krishna comes in our life. Krishna becomes very happy if we are the first person to forgive. So yes, we see even in the story of Sita Devi, when Hanuman came to meet Sita Devi after the war was over, and then Hanuman said, Maya, we have won the war, I have come to take you. Shall I just kill these all ladies who had troubled you when you were on Ravana's capture? Why should you kill them? Because they all troubled you. I want to take revenge on them. I want to kill them. And Sita Devi said, no, don't you know the story of the lion, the hunter and the bear? I said, what is that? I don't know that. And then Sita Devi tells a very beautiful story at that juncture to Hanuman. Sita Devi says, one time there was a hunter. he went into the forest to do hunting. What will he hunt? A lion started chasing him. Now the hunter did not know what to do. The lion is chasing me. So he went on the top of a tree and he was sitting there. Now what happened? The hunter was taking shelter of the tree. So the lion was very hungry. And in that same tree there was one big bear. So the lion started talking to the bear. Mr. Bear, Mr. Bear, this hunter is an enemy for all of us forest animals. He may kill me, he may kill you. I am very hungry. Can you throw him down so I will eat the hunter? Then the bear said, Mr. Lion, I can't do it because this hunter has taken shelter of my tree. How can I do it? Then the lion looks at hunter. Mr. Hunter, I am very hungry. Whether I eat you or I eat the bear, doesn't make any difference to me. Can you push the bear? So hunter was ready. He went and pushed the bear. And as the bear was falling down, he took shelter of one of the branch of the tree and again got up. Then the lion said, look, Mr. Bear, you wanted to protect this hunter. How selfish he is. He threw you down na. ठीक है, अभी तो बुद्धि आ गई ना. अभी you throw the hunter down. I will eat him. Then he said, no, that is his swabhava. He cheated me, but that is not my swabhava. I will still give him shelter. I will not change my swabhava because of him. So this story Sita Devi told Hanuman that they gave me trouble. That is their swabhava. I will not give them trouble because it's my swabhav. I don't want to change my nature just because you are having that kind of a nature, right? So yes, we have to do a little bit of austerity, a little bit forgiveness we have to do. No, we shouldn't do, see, tit for tat is not for us. Tit for tat is somebody who wants to stay back in this material world. If we want to go back home, back to Godhead, then tit for tat is not for us. Because we want to go back, we are in a hurry. So we want to forgive everybody, clear our accounts, balances with everybody in this life and go as soon as possible back home, back to Krishna. So with that, we finished devotional and now just 3 more. I know it's getting a little longer and I am sure you're all waiting for so many other programs, but I'll quickly wind it up. Devotional women, W for wisdom. What wisdom Tara had, what wisdom Gandhari had. Tara was very intelligent. When Sugriva called out the second time, "Arey Vali, come out Vali, I want to fight with you." Tara said, "My dear husband, don't go. Looks like somebody is backing him. Otherwise, till yesterday he was such a coward. Why is he calling you out with such confidence? Something is wrong, my dear husband, don't go." How intelligent she was. And Vali was like, no, I am very strong. He is a hopeless coward fellow. I'll go and fight. And then he got killed by Lord Ram. Tara was very smart. Gandhari was so smart, so powerful she was. She just opened her, the cloth, the blindfold that she had put, and she looked at Duryodhana and his whole body changed into iron. Of course, there's a big story how a certain part of his body he had covered, and it's a long story, but how powerful these ladies were, how knowledgeable these ladies were, how wise these ladies were, so much wisdom they had. So yes, so we also should speak wisdom even when no one listens. So don't follow with others just because it seems more easier to do. Look at these ladies, in every point of time they stick to what is right. Mandodari gave the right advice to Ravan. Ravan, you're doing wrong. Don't lust behind somebody else's wife. It's not that they were not obedient to their husband, but they always gave the right guidance. Sometimes we know what is right, but हम शर्माते हैं बोलने में कि ये लोग क्या सोचेंगे मेरे बारे में, तुम तो बहुत बड़ी भक्त बन गई. No, don't be fearful to speak what is right. We have got this, it's not our knowledge. We have got this wisdom from Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. Repeat it openly. Don't be afraid. Next one. Observe chastity. This is very important in the present day world. See, chastity is not only that you don't indulge in physical relation with the opposite gender before marriage. Chastity is at many levels, even on the level of mind. You don't unnecessarily get engaged or engage your mind in something which is not appropriate. I don't know, but nowadays people take it as, you're being too orthodox. No, it's not being orthodox. It's very simple. Bhagavatam says that a boy or a girl coming in contact is like a fire and a butter which is coming in contact. If the butter comes in contact with fire, it will definitely melt. There is no rocket science required to understand that. If two people of opposite gender come together, without any regulation, definitely there is going to be some spark. So one should always maintain safe distance and maintain one's chastity. One's chastity is a gift one can give to their husband. If somebody is pure, somebody is very chaste, they become very powerful women. Very powerful women. If you have to be afraid of some woman, you have to be afraid of a chaste woman because she's very powerful, because she's very clear. But if we give our minds to hundreds and thousands of boys before we actually get married, we lose our power. When we lose our chastity is lost, everything is lost. And I see nowadays, so many ways people not only mix with the boys in the name of friendship, even if they say, okay, I don't have any relation, it's just friendship. Sometimes they have this Rakhi Bhai concept. They just, they have so many Rakhi brothers. Sometimes, I've been, even in our congregation, why are you talking to this? He's my Rakhi brother, Mataji. With your own brother also, you're not talking so much that you're talking with your Rakhi brother. What is this Rakhi brother? We have to maintain a certain distance. That is what the scriptures teach us. Up to 25 years brahmacharya, then grihastha. That's how then vanaprastha, then sannyas. This is how life goes. That is why nowadays the focus is lost. From very young age they are so much interested into the opposite gender, and not your fault. It's not your fault. The social media is romanticizing things which are not good for us, but they are making it look very great. You see, there was this one man. He was very sinful, and he died. When he died, then all these, Yamaloka people, they must have hired some new interns. So these ladies were getting trained. So they went and told this man, look, sir, you have died now, so we have to take you, right? Once you die, you have to go to the other planet. So we have come up with 2 options, sir. Do you want to go to heaven or hell? So this man said, options? I'm not a spiritual person, but I know that they don't give you options. According to your karma, you have to go to hell or heaven. So I have done only bad karma, so how come you are giving me options? And they said, no, the government has changed, new Indra has come, nowadays he is giving options. So you see, we have option, do you want to go to heaven or hell? So he said, how do I select? So he said, very simple, if you want to go to heaven, this is the brochure, you just go through the brochure, you can see what are the facilities in heaven. And when he said, what about hell? He said, for hell we don't have brochures, we just give you a Instagram link and you can just check out how the hell is. Then he thought, the hell is looking more sophisticated. Who does brochures? आजकल तो शादी का कार्ड भी कोई प्रिंट नहीं करता है. Everything is an e-card. और इस ज़माने में brochures, I think the heaven is too, it's too backward. And then he started watching the Instagram link of the hell, and people were having merry and drinking and laughing and dancing and disco, and he thought, wow. So after that he said, okay madam, I've made my choice. I think I want to go to hell. I said, sir, are you sure you want to go to hell? Yes madam, I have decided I want to go to hell. So okay sir, thank you, whatever is your choice sir. It's very simple. If you want to go to heaven, there is the staircase. You have to just go up on the staircase and you will reach the heaven. If you have decided to go to hell, we have a direct lift, just press 0 and you will go down. He became all the more happy. अरे दिस हेवन इज़ टू पुराना ज़माने का. अभी सीढ़ी कौन चढ़ता है? एयरपोर्ट में तो आजकल चलना भी नहीं पड़ता. यू जस्ट हैव टू स्टैंड एंड यू कैन जस्ट वॉक. इट जस्ट टेक्स यू दैट एक्सकलेटर्स एंड ऑल. Then he said, yes, I am going to hell. He was very happy. He immediately went inside the lift and he pressed 0 and he went down to the hell. And the moment he stepped in the hell, it was smelling very bad. There was everywhere stool and pus and somebody is getting beaten up and some blood is coming out and some urine has been passed, and he immediately shouted, madam, you have sent me to the wrong place. This is not, I've come to the wrong place. And she shouted back, no sir, I told you, sir, press 0. Yes, I've pressed 0, but this is not like what you showed in the Instagram link. She said, oh, that was our publicity department. But the real hell is like this only, sir. That is the media publicity department of hell. This is what the world is doing to us. They are showing the wrong thing in such a glamorized way that we are getting attracted. ये तो बहुत अच्छा है, इसमें तो बहुत मज़ा है. में मज़ा नहीं है, इसमें मज़ा नहीं, इसमें मार है. बाद में मिलेगा थप्पड़, पर अभी हम लोग को अट्रैक्ट करता है कि कम, right? So no, we have to remain chaste. We have to remain chaste. We don't want to copy the West. West people are not happy. They are copying us now. And we want to copy them. We want to wear clothes like them. We want to mingle with the opposite gender like them. And we want to show how modern I am. मेरे मन में तो ऐसा कुछ भी भाव नहीं है माता जी, मैं तो उसको भाई ही मानती हूँ. तुम्हारे मन के भाव का just let's maintain some clear cut rules and regulations. दूर रहो, maintain proper distance, and carry forward your Krishna consciousness in a nice way. You have so many female friends you can associate with, and when the right time comes, the right person will enter in your life with the guidance of your parents, and then yes, you will have a wonderful grihastha life. Have some patience. See, कोई भी फल को immaturely अगर कुछ पक्का नहीं हुआ उसको आप तोड़ दोगे तो क्या होगा, वो खट्टा रहेगा. धीरज का फल मीठा होता है. Just because you watch something in the movies and all, you just want to experience it. How does it feel? ये movie में ऐसा दिखाता है, the way he touches and gives a rose. I want to experience it. Have patience. It will come in your life also. But now is not the time. Just wait for some time. It will happen. Have patience, right? And when you have patience and you maintain that chastity, your life will be so wonderful. You'll all become very powerful ladies, very powerful women you'll become. So next is, I don't know, I don't have much time, but I have hundreds of examples of powerful women. Just because of their chastity, they could stop the sun from rising. There was one lady, she was the wife of, Shandili. She was the wife of Kaushik Muni. The one sage had cursed that your husband will die with the rising of the sun tomorrow. With her chastity, she stopped rising of the sun. All the devtas got flabbergasted. They said, क्या करे, आज sunrise नहीं हो रहा है. Oh, it's because of the chastity of Shandili. Then they went and said, Yamaraj said, Arey Baba, I will not kill your husband. Let the sun rise. Then the sun rose. And it's not something कि ये तो बहुत mystical है. No, each one of you can become that powerful, that you can stop the sun from rising. What you have to do for that power? No powerful mantras. Remain chaste. Remain pure. Not only physically, mentally. If you remain pure, you'll all become very powerful women. Right? Next is acceptance. We are here in women, right? WOMEN, women. Acceptance. Accept whatever happens in your life with maturity. Bhakti is not about being flawless. It's about being faithful even after we fall. कभी कभी गलती हो जाती है. पहले पता नहीं था माता जी, गलती हो गई. तो अब क्या करूं? बैठ के रो? नहीं, that's okay. हो गया ना. It's not about being flawless. ऐसा नहीं कि आप भक्ति में आए हैं तो will Krishna accept me? अरे every saint has a past. Every saint has a past. And every sinner has a future. कुछ गलती हो गई है, but don't worry, you have a future. Krishna doesn't see our past. He sees our present. That is why, see, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift of God. That is why it's called present. Present. Live in the present. Krishna is watching your present. Don't worry. So whatever has happened till now, don't cry about it. Acceptance. What happened to Ahalya? Ahalya ने गलती की, and Ahalya became a stone. ठीक है, she accepted. And then Lord Ram came in her life and touched her, and then she again became a beautiful woman. होगा, हमसे भी गलती होगी कभी कभी, कुछ हम कर लेंगे, ठीक है. Accepted, गलती हुआ. See, acceptance doesn't mean repetition. Acceptance means I won't do it again. मैं नहीं करूँगी फिर से. That's it. Move forward. Forget, forgive, move forward. Henceforth, don't do it again. And don't live in that depression of what has already happened and kill yourself. Don't do that. छोड़ दो, भूल जाओ, आगे बढ़ो. Right? Next is enthusiasm. You saw, in Bhagavatam, have you heard about this lady called Sukanya? She was married to Chavan Rishi. Chavan Rishi was the age of her grandfather, but still she served with so much enthusiasm. And finally, with the blessings of Ashwini Kumaras, Chavan Rishi was turned into a young man. So yes, keep serving and following the righteous path with enthusiasm. Even if things don't seem correct now, even if things don't make sense now, doesn't mean that they don't have sense. As of now, we are not able to understand what's happening, but everything will happen. Keep your enthusiasm, utsaha, nishchaya, dhairyat. What Rupa Goswami says. Keep that enthusiasm. सुकन्या वॉज इन सच अ सिचुएशन. एक्चुअली उसको शादी करना नहीं था च्यवन ऋषि से. गलती से उसने खेल रही थी अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ, तो लगा कि 2 ग्लो वॉर्म है, कहीं लाइट आ रही है, तो शी केप्ट 2 sticks एंड स्टार्टेड piercing, but that was Sukanya Muni. Sorry, that was Chavan Rishi. He was doing tapasya and उनकी 2 आँखों को she had pierced. And now भय से father said better you get married to him, otherwise श्राप दे देंगे हमारे कुल को. And she got married, but still she didn't. ठीक है, she accepted, and whatever it is, she started serving him enthusiastically, and the end was good. So this morning only I was saying that हमारे बॉलीवुड मूवीज़ में हमेशा पिक्चर का एंडिंग में हीरो जीत जाता है. जिस पिक्चर के एंडिंग में हीरो मर जाता है ना, वो बॉलीवुड का मूवी फ्लॉप हो जाता है. बिकॉज वी कांट एक्सेप्ट. फॉर अस हीरो हैज़ टू ऑलवेज विन. सो हमारे लाइफ में भी समटाइम्स कुछ उतार चढ़ाव होंगे, बट दैट्स नॉट द एंड ऑफ आवर लाइफ, दैट्स नॉट द एंड ऑफ द स्टोरी. अगर आज आपके लाइफ में कुछ ठीक नहीं हो रहा है, दैट मीन्स समझ लो कि अभी इंटरवल चल रहा है, पिक्चर तो अभी बाकी है. एंड जब सब कुछ अच्छा हो जाएगा, then that will be the end of your story, and the end will always be beautiful. So continue your life in the righteous path with proper enthusiasm. How even Urmila, she was left behind. Lakshman went with Ram and all for 14 years of Vanvas, and she was left behind. But left behind doesn't mean that she stepped behind. She stepped behind, but she did not stop doing her services. She continued serving her mother-in-law, and even till today she is gloriously remembered for the sacrifice that she made. So sometimes life asks us for big sacrifices, but continue with enthusiasm, and eventually, ultimately, you will be rewarded. And now comes the last one, N. And for sometimes it's about doing services, noble services behind the scene. So it's not that always we serve in spotlight. Sometimes there are some services that we do behind, and Krishna appreciates that, and Krishna acknowledges that. We see, have you heard about anybody talking about Kripi? But she was amazing. She was wife of Kripacharya. She also sacrificed so many things. Does anybody talk about Sumitra? We talk about Kaushalya, we talk about Kaikeyi, but we don't talk about Sumitra. But she also made many sacrifices. Do we talk about Rohini Devi? We talk about Devaki, we talk about Yashoda, but we don't talk so much about Rohini Devi. We talk about Swayambhu Manu, but we don't talk about his wife Shatarupa. Even she was also an amazing devotee. We don't talk about Sita Thakurani, Advaita Acharya's wife. So many glorious ladies are there who have done tons and immense services, behind the curtain. So it's not that you always have to be at the spotlight. So these ladies that I just mentioned, they were not on the spotlight, but they were on Krishna's mind. They may not be on spotlight. So do you want to be on spotlight, or you want to be on Krishna's mind? Right. So there are such glorious ladies, right? So I'll wrap it up now. So what we did just now is, we not only heard about these women, we walked through their lives, right? We met each one of them, and how so beautifully, they have taught in their own ways so many different values, so many different qualities and wonderful qualities they had, and so much we can learn from their life, their behavior, right? Their instructions, so many things we can learn from them. So with this, they may not be famous on Facebook, but they're all favorite of Krishna. They have done so much. So on this day that we all gathered here today at Chetna festival, we can pray to Krishna. Oh Krishna, give me a pinch of Urmila's patience, a dash of Sabari's eagerness, a drop of Ahalya's humility, a little of Draupadi's perseverance. We can pray to Krishna. All these wonderful women, thoda. I remember my mother used to make us do every day. There is this 5 names she used to make us do: Draupadi, Tara, Ahalya, Sita, Mandodhari, Panchakanamam, Smaranam Nityam, Mahapatakanashanam. This Panchakanyas. If you remember them every day, all that papa will go away. So every day, dear devotees, we should remember all these glorious, glorious ladies, how wonderful they were. So many wonderful qualities they had, and we cannot become like them, but at least we can take inspiration, and in that way change or make our life a little bit more better. With this, I'll pause it here. Thank you so much. If anybody has any questions, I'll take. Thank you so much. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Anyone have any questions?
Mataji, Dandat Pranam, Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. Mataji, will you please repeat the name of the 5 ladies which you tell? Draupadi, Tara, Mandodari, Sita Devi and?
Ahalya.
Ahalya. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. My sincere obeisances to your lotus feet. Mataji, you gave a message that whatever happens in our life is a letter signed by Krishna. But at the time of adversity, we aren't able to accept this message. So, how do we sincerely take shelter and take it as a Krishna's plan?
That's very true what you said. That when things are not going okay, it becomes very difficult to accept this as Krishna. So at that moment, you can't do much about it. But only thing is that you don't lose connection to Krishna. See, this afternoon, I was giving a class for camp devotees. And I was telling them that when your car breakdown ho jata hai on the highway, yeah, there is a breakdown. So don't give up the car and go away. Call for help. Call for help. Call some senior devotee. हमारे life की journey में भी there will be sometimes some accident, sometimes some breakdowns in our spiritual journey. Don't panic. Don't abandon the car. Yeah, उस time पे you have to do so many other things. You have to call for help. पंचर हो गया, ये करना है वो. Keep doing what you practically need to do to come out of that situation which you are now put in. Do some practical thing, but at the same time, keep Krishna in your mind. See, there are certain things which are under our control and we can do something about it. There are certain things which are not under our control and we can't do anything about it. So that which we can do something about, go ahead and do it. At the same time, take shelter of Krishna. See, even Draupadi, she tried her best on her own, and when it didn't work, then finally she took shelter of Krishna. So Krishna has given us intelligence, Krishna has given us a nice community. So in times of adversity, we take help of other devotees. We try to do whatever we can do, but the result, we leave it on Krishna. We do our 100% efforts as if everything depends on us. You know, at that time, Krishna is not in picture. We try our 100% as if everything will depend on my effort. And then we'll also pray as if everything depends on Krishna only and my efforts are of no use. So both the things have to be simultaneously done. So when you are put in complete problem, I would not say that, okay, now since I am in problem and you said take shelter of Krishna, so I won't do anything about it. No. Krishna has given you intelligence and you will try to sort it out in whatever way possible. At the same time, you remember Krishna and you pray that Krishna, I know what this is happening with me is, I'm not able to take it, Krishna, please give me strength. As of now, I'm not able to understand your plan, Krishna. As of now, everything seems dark, Krishna. But Krishna, I love you. And I have faith that maybe you'll explain to me, you'll let me know later how this has helped me. What has happened? Why this has happened to me? I'll keep patience. I'll keep my faith on you. So you have your non-negotiable sadhanas which you have kept, like some vow, maybe 8 rounds, 16 rounds or whatever. And you continue doing it even in the time of hardships, you know. And then, see, sometimes some things immediately you can't see, but you just have to keep faith. For example, today if I tell you that you have to go to Tarapur boys hostel or whatever that temple, camp temple, you have to take a right, then you have to take a left, then you have to take a right. So as of now, yahan se you can't see whatever I'm telling is correct. But if you keep faith on me and you take a right and you take a left and you take a right, you will finally reach it. At that time you will think ki हाँ Mataji ne correct ही बोला था. She told me the right thing. I took a right and I reached it. But for that, initially you had to keep a faith on me blindly. Then you could reach. So sometimes like then and there you can't understand what's Krishna's plan. But if you just keep faith ki okay, I'm put in this situation and I'm not very happy with that. But Krishna, I love you. I'll continue whatever I'm doing and I'll try to tackle in my own way and let's see what, you know, unfolds. See, this will happen in a proper way if you keep practicing, remembering and loving Krishna when things are anukul, favorable. Then you can flawlessly do it when it is unfavorable. You can't start doing it on the day of the storm. When things are not in storm and everything is cool, that time you practice. What do these army people do? Even if there is no war, They take that pistol and they do marching every morning, left, right, left, left, right, left, and they prepare themselves. So the day the war happens, they can flawlessly use the gun or the pistol. So yes, we practice it regularly, and then what happens when that trouble happens, you will have that enough strength to endure it, and things will pass.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. So my question was, as we grow, we have so much desires and responsibilities as a student or as a daughter. So how to deal with that desires?
Yes, we have so many desires, and how you deal with those desires. So you make a list of those desires, and instead of rushing to fulfill those desires, we can analyze those desires and discuss that with somebody who is more wiser than us, and they will let us see the pros and cons of those desires. Sometimes some desires are like, when you dwell deeper into it, you feel कि नहीं इतना तो ये ज़रूरी नहीं था. But I felt, see what happens ना, every time we are guided by the modes of nature, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Sometimes when Rajas occupies us, we want, मुझे चाहिए, we become, and then when we pause and we allow things to cool, and after that when that mode goes away and Sattva comes, and then we think, actually इतना तो important नहीं था. That's why sometimes I tell the devotees, whenever you have a certain desire, don't tell your mind that I will not give you that. You delay it, don't deny. If you deny, your mind will fight. नहीं मेरे को तो चाहिए. So हाँ ठीक है, हाँ लेंगे, आज नहीं कल. If you postpone it, if you delay it, and then it becomes a little bit more calmer. So even if you have some desire, you always tell your mind that I'll fulfill it, not now, maybe next month, this date, that date, and by that time, when you are a little bit free from the mode of Rajas and Sattva comes in, and you will start seeing that itna to ye important nahi tha. And desires also happen when you expose yourself to a certain environment. Sometimes those desires are not your desires. It's not like you wanted it. Because you saw somebody having it, that is why you want it. Sometimes it's not linear, it's triangular. Koi aur kar raha hai and you are watching them being very happy about it, so you are also getting that desire. That's why it's very important that you also be in the right atmosphere, so that you will have right kind of desires. So when you come to temple, you have some different kind of desires. Hey, you did 64 rounds last Ekadashi, even I want to do. See what happens, we are associating with people whose definition of success is different from our definition of success. Unka definition alag hai, and then we are trying to copy them, right? Now कभी कभी ऐसा नहीं होता है. I've seen one boy एग्ज़ाम में प्रिपेयर होके नहीं गया था, and he just copied the other person's पूरा आंसर शीट, and he came to his friends and said, मैंने तो पूरा कॉपी कर लिया, कृष्णा इज़ सो काइंड, मेरे सामने जो बैठा था इज़ अ फर्स्ट रैंकर. and he said, अरे बाबा तुमने उसका कॉपी तो किया, बट उसका क्वेश्चन पेपर अलग था, तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन पेपर अलग है. दिस इज़ व्हाट इज़ हैपनिंग. हमारा क्वेश्चन पेपर अलग है, इसका क्वेश्चन पेपर अलग है, बट हम उसको देख के मुझे भी उसके जैसा ही फ़ोन चाहिए, मुझे भी उसके जैसा ही चाहिए, ऐसा वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको, ईयरिंग उसके जैसा ही मुझे चाहिए. सो लेट्स एसोसिएट विद द राइट people, then we'll have the right kind of desire. And when desires come, delay them. That will help a lot. Discuss, and then you also ask yourself, why do I want it? Why? See, day before yesterday, when Mataji was telling, oh, I miss Guru Maharaj so much. I also want to go to Mayapur. I also want to see him. I also want to associate. Then I ask her, why? Why you want to go to Mayapur? Why you want to see him? Why? Then she said, no, everybody is going now. They are, Sasari, you want to see Guru Maharaj because everybody is seeing. See, when you ask the right question to your mind, आप पकड़े जाओगे. मुझे चाहिए जहाँ, क्यों चाहिए? क्यों चाहिए? Then the real answer will come. Let's say I want, मुझे ये Samsung का फ़ोन चाहिए. हाँ, क्यों चाहिए? Write down the reasons. क्यों चाहिए आपको समझ में आएगा. Ultimately you read because उसके पास में है. Because she has it or he has it or she has it, right? So write down. Why? Half of your problems will get sorted out if you ask the right question. Why questions? Why this? Why that? See, of course, this is a big class in itself. desire management class. How do you manage your desire? What all the steps and tips to be taken to manage your desire? But we'll also allow others to ask questions. Ask the organizers. They are having drama and so many things. How many more questions we are allowed?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Where is Yugal Priya? Yeah. My boss is here.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी. माता जी एक क्वेश्चन है गर्ल की ओर से, मेंटर पूछ रहा है. आई एम सो सॉरी माता जी. ये गर्ल्स का क्वेश्चन है कि माता जी कुछ गलती हो गई है लाइफ में, सो आगे अब जब गलती की तभी नहीं पता था, भक्ति में नहीं थे, एंड अब जाके दूसरे से शादी करनी पड़ रही है. सो जिनके साथ शादी हो रही है उनको क्या पास्ट के बारे में बताना चाहिए या नहीं बताना चाहिए? अगर वो बताएंगे तो आगे कैसे बिहेव करेगा, और नहीं बताएंगे तो कर्मा के लिए वो बोधर करता है उनको. माता जी तो प्लीज़ गाइड.
So this is a very good question. If you tell him, then he'll always have that look on you or that feeling. And if you don't tell him, then you have that guilt conscious कि मैंने सच्चाई नहीं बताया before I started my relationship with my husband. But see, sometimes there is something called, बता देना is a right thing to do. But sometimes there is something called doing the right beyond the right. Sometimes this is also right and this is also right, but this is more right than this right. So sometimes you just have to make the right choice. So yes, it is correct to tell him, you have to tell him, but sometimes you have to select the right beyond the right, because that is going to, you want to start your relationship in such a way, and we never know how it will come out to be. So sometimes even if it's actually wrong, you may have to just hide it, because it's anyway, but only thing is, you should have that repentance, that whatever happened has happened, but henceforth I will remain very pure, very chaste, a perfect wife, and I will never repeat it and then continue your life. So I know I'm giving you this advice, sitting on a Vyasasana and telling you that you don't have to tell the truth. I'm not asking you that you have to speak lie, but I'm just telling you that maybe you don't have to tell the truth in some situations, because you see, this is how the material world is, and you have to get going. And this life is very precious. We have to use this life to go back home, back to Godhead. If we are too busy sorting out our material affairs, our material relationships, and we get too, caught up in all that, we'll not be able to focus on the bigger picture that is going back home, back to Godhead. फिर next time ये परंपरा से कनेक्शन मिलेगा कि नहीं पता नहीं है, फिर नेक्स्ट टाइम गुरु मिलेंगे कि नहीं पता नहीं, फिर ये हरि नाम मिलेगा कि नहीं पता नहीं है. सो लेट्स टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ इट. जो हो गया है वो हो गया है, बट एटलीस्ट मेक इट अप बाय नाउ बीइंग अ गुड वाइफ, बाय नाउ चैंटिंग योर राउंड्स प्रॉपर्ली, प्रेइंग, आज फॉरगिवनेस इन योर हार्ट टू योर जो भी हस्बैंड होने वाले हैं फ्यूचर में, कि दिस इज हैपेंड एंड आई एम वेरी सॉरी, बट एंड कीप चैंटिंग, प्रेइंग एंड don't repeat. See, erasers are not used by people who make mistakes. Erasers are used by people who want to edit their mistake, who want to improve their mistake. So yes, होता है कभी कभी लाइफ में, but don't take it as a wow, ये तो अच्छा statement मिल गया, so I can commit mistake. And then Mataji said, anyway, after that I will just ask forgiveness. No, this is for something that has happened before you knew about it, before you came into Krishna consciousness. You were not aware. What happened to those Westerners before they came to Krishna consciousness? They were eating cow meat. They were eating some burgers with cow meat. They didn't know. It happened innocently, and then anyway, finally, they're now chanting and all. So Prabhupada said, you are forgiven. But after coming to Krishna consciousness, after knowing that this is wrong, and you still commit it, then Krishna is not going to forgive you. It's not going to forgive you. So that is why knowing about Krishna consciousness is also dangerous, because now you can't commit mistake. Now you can't commit mistake. Now you know the rules, right? Now you know the rules. So now you have to follow the rules. I just reminded of this one guy, ट्रैफिक पुलिस मामू बोलते ना आप लोग, मामू तंग कर रहा था उसको, क्या ये तुमको दिखाई नहीं देता है क्या रेड लाइट है और तुम पास कर रहे हो, एंड ही वाज लाइक यू नो ये भैंस भी तो क्रॉस कर रही है, तुम उसको तो कुछ नहीं बोल रहे हो, तो तुम भैंस को क्या यू नो व्हाट यू। सो इट्स लाइक कि हम कभी कभी से उसने तो ऐसा किया, उसने ऐसा किया, हाँ पर वो भैंस है, उसको पता नहीं है कि ट्रैफिक लाइट क्या है। बट तुम तो अभी कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस में हो, तुम्हें पता है रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस क्या है, तुम नहीं कर सकते हो गलती। भैंस को पनिशमेंट नहीं मिलेगा, तुमको फाइन होगा। तो जिनको जो इग्नोरेंट है, नहीं जानते हैं, ठीक, पनिशमेंट तो एक्चुअली इग्नोरेंट को भी मिलता है, क्योंकि फायर में जब हाथ डालते हो तो फायर आपको माफ़ नहीं करता है कि ये इनोसेंट है, हाँ मिलता है, बट कृष्णा प्रोटेक्ट्स, ओके, बिकॉज you didn't knew, okay, some guru protects, guru's mercy, Krishna's mercy, you chant, and Vaishnavas were so compassionate and everything will be fine in your life, but even after knowing you do it, then there is no forgiveness, right? Am I clear?